Hello my friends, welcome to the Audio Knowledge channel. If you like the content you can subscribe and share. White Nights is a short story written by Fyodor Dostoevsky in 1848, set in St. Petersburg during the magical time of the White Nights, a phenomenon where the sun barely sets, creating a perpetual twilight. The novella is narrated by a sensitive and lonely man, known as the Dreamer, who spends his nights wandering the streets of the city, lost in his imagination. He lives a life detached from reality, avoiding close human contact and retreating into a world of fantasies, filled with idealized love and friendships. The story is divided into 6 sections and revolves around 4 consecutive nights and the morning after. One evening, the dreamer encounters a young woman named Nastenka, crying on a bridge. Compelled by her sadness, he approaches her, and after a brief interaction, she allows him to escort her home. As they walk, the dreamer learns that Nastenka is also lonely and desperate for human connection. She lives with her strict, controlling grandmother, and had fallen in love with a lodger who promised to marry her but has since disappeared. Over the next few nights, Nastenka and the dreamer meet at the same spot, and she opens up to him about her life, her feelings, and her hopes. She reveals that she is anxiously waiting for the return of her beloved, who had left her a year ago with the promise of returning to marry her. Despite his intense feelings of affection toward Nastenka, the dreamer suppresses his romantic desires to support her emotionally, becoming her confidant. As they spend more time together, the dreamer falls deeply in love with her, yearning to be with her, but he remains aware of her commitment to another man. Nastenka, too, begins to see the dreamer in a different light and hints that she might consider being with him if her beloved does not return. This glimmer of hope fills the dreamer with joy, and he fantasizes about a future together. However, on the final night, just as it seems that the dreamer and Nastenka might have a chance to be together, her beloved suddenly reappears. Overcome with emotion, Nastenka rushes into his arms, forgetting the dreamer. She apologizes to the dreamer for causing him pain and thanks him for his kindness and support. The dreamer, heartbroken but resigned to his fate, tells her that he is happy for her and retreats back into his solitude. The story concludes the next morning when the dreamer reflects on the fleeting nature of his happiness. He returns to his life of isolation, realizing that his brief encounter with Nastenka was just another dream in his lonely existence. Yet, he treasures the memory of those nights, understanding that they brought him a rare moment of connection, even though it was short-lived. White Nights explores themes of loneliness, unrequited love, and the gap between dreams and reality. It poignantly portrays the inner life of a dreamer who craves human affection but is unable to grasp it, leaving him to continue wandering through life in search of something elusive.